Hey Taurus Collective, welcome to your quick session. Interested in a personal session, my email is located in my TikTok and YouTube bio. So we're going to get straight into a shadow work read for you and see which shadow side of self you're currently up against. Remember to take the messages as they resonate. I hope you're willing to accept the truth and support, like, share, subscribe. Support. It goes a long way. Let's get into it. You have three cards that, ooh, your network is unstable. It just said that only just happened on y'all read Taurus. So y'all could be definitely in some sort of instability at this time, mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, a bit of all of the above, okay? Maybe even financially. Here's the thing. You have three cards that came out instead of two, and I took them, all right? You have trauma, distrust, and apathy. Your scars are proof of resilience and survival. Faith in oneself can rebuild trust in others, ignite your passion, for it's the antidote to indifference. Okay, so Taurus, life experiences may not have been the best for you. I'm getting here, okay? It could have left you with many wounds, many scars, trauma, right? A lot of disappointments. Um, and now you find yourself always in your head overthinking something. Okay, I'm getting for you, life experiences has been your greatest teacher. Okay, I'm also hearing always will be. But it does matter how we perceive our circumstances and what we've been through, which is not always the easiest. And of course, we must sit and feel so we can actually heal and get past whatever it is that we need to work on healing from, right? But the moment you do the work and you allow it to work for you, however that is, whether you're doing it with just you and the universe or you're doing it with a professional seeking therapy or some sort of support outside of you, if you let it work, it actually works, okay? Trust me, I know, right? So y'all may not be in the best of emotions, feelings, when it comes to other people in general, all right? Some of you could be in a sort of self-pity mode when it comes to thinking about what you've been through and moving forward. I see you are going through a transition at this time. You're learning lessons from what you've been through. And once again, within learning those lessons, we must check ourselves at times and realize how we're perceiving certain circumstances and even ourselves while going through what we're growing through in said circumstances. There's a sense of self-pity in here because whatever these circumstances were that brought about whatever feelings and disappointments it brought about took you through emotion. Okay, and you don't feel the same, you don't perceive people the same, you don't perceive life the same, you don't perceive love the same, you might not even perceive yourself the same in some way, shape, or form. Okay, whatever this is for you, what's causing you stagnation, indifference, you're not really feeling the need to take action and move towards whatever new opportunity you have coming to you or you have had brought to you, because you're so much in your head wondering if this is a situation that's going to end up turning out just like the past situations and experiences you've been through. Taurus, you struggle with abandonment wounds that you still haven't let go of. You may think a lot about how people didn't fully or really show up for you or support you in a certain kind of way. Maybe you were always the one, or you feel like you were always the ones who showed up the way you needed to. But when it was time for people to show up for you, they were never anywhere to be found. Or when they showed up, it wasn't in a way that you needed and or required, you know. And this can make you question yourself. This can make you wonder, Is it something wrong with you? Are you just not meant to have those type of connections? Are you just not meant to have love? No, no, that's not it at all. That's not it at all. And the moment you really realize hurt people hurt people, the moment you realize you aren't the only one who's going through life and experiencing life, and the same way you have to do the work on you and learn how and where and when to be better, so does those other people that you've once dealt with and the way that you dealt with them. The moment you start to realize these people didn't know any better, just like I didn't when I didn't show up or wasn't showing up my best. Even if certain people did know some better and they still carried you wrong, the moment you realize it really don't be personal, even if they project it as being personal, that it's always more about them and their character than how they truly feel about you. A lot of times it's projection and fear and their insecurities rather than anything personally about you, even if they say it is about you. The moment you start looking at the psychology of people and the psyche of people differently, you'll have a deeper understanding and you'll have more of a forgiving heart. Not saying you don't now, Taurus, but it'll also have you moving differently. Not constantly keeping yourself stuck and stagnant and held back and apathetic because of trust issues or because you're still holding on to past patterns that ended up in disappointment, is what I'm saying. You'll start moving with more confidence. Confidence in your capabilities, confidence that what you've prayed for is working for you. What you prayed for is in perspective of who you are and who you're becoming. I hope that makes sense. And you stop making it more about people. And you stop looking more on the outside and start focusing more on your internal. And you start doing the work needed on your internal, and you start moving to a more peaceful place internally and externally, because you now start to realize that those people got to be willing to sit and do the work. But whether they decide to or not, I'm going to choose to do the work, and I'm going to choose to show up in my life how I want to show up, and I'm going to choose the people I want to show up for and I want to be around for me. You get to choose and pick who you want to be and how you want to show up in this life, Taurus. Do you want to be that one day on your deathbed with regrets, not surrounded by the ones you love because you were too fucking scared to take risks because of what you've been through, and have to come back and do all this shit all over again and relearn all the same lessons? Or are you ready to say, fuck these other people, let me do the work I need to do, let me pray more, let me go get that help that I said I was going to get and never got, let me do what I need to do so I can boss the fuck up the way I want to boss the fuck up and move how I want to move and start living how I really want to live, with the people I want to live and be surrounded with, doing the things I want to do, experiencing the new shit I want to experience, instead of always having this dark cloud over my head like it's always going to end in shit. Taurus, it's more so about the experience in this life, okay? Things don't last forever. We don't even last forever. But have a great fucking time experiencing the experience of whatever that experience is for you. Have a great fucking time at it and be as great as you can be at whatever that is. It takes work, but it's doable. And the moment you release this apathy that you're holding on to, the insecurities, the fear, the self-doubts, the moment things start to balance for you and you find yourself going in that direction, that actually feels fucking good. But you gotta stop trying to control the outcome and trying to control how shit goes, because baby, we're in control of us, but the universe is in control of all.